So hello guys, welcome to episode 10 of our FC 24 player career mode season 3. Now if you didn't watch the last episode, go back and watch that one. Decent episode, and we scored an absolute worldie against Sunderland to beat them 1-0 was really the highlight of the episode. This episode we've got Cardff at home, Nowrich at home, Preston away, and then Wolverhampton Wanderers at home as well. It's all league focused now for the rest of the season. Just to have a quick look at the league table, we are punching in the playoff spots at this moment in time. We are in 5th position on 48 points. We do play Norwich today as well, who are around us, and Wolves. So we've got some tough games coming up. We are on the bench for the first game, it must be said. And we are playing away at Cardff. Coming on at 0-0 at home against Cardff, sorry. Coming on at 0-0 for Fleming in the number 10 role. So something very different for us. Let's make an impact. So coming on in the number 10 role, and straight away we have got a corner which we're going to be looking to attack. It's whipped in by Honeyman. Wallace can't quite get there. Goes into Duncan Watmore, who takes his time. Goes into Dinore. We'll ask for it. I'm aware there's a player to the right-hand side in Leonard. We take another touch. There's a little pass in there to Honeyman. It's good football. Oh, and a good shot from Tom Bradshaw. Very unfortunate not to get the goal there. And we're going to be taking the corner, which we will be whipping into the box. Goes towards the near post. It's a very poor corner, to be fair. We've asked for it back from Wallace, so we can put another ball in. That's a better one towards Bradshaw, who can't quite get the header on it. Leonard does then get there. Dinore goes into us. We go back out towards Leonard, who tries to go back into us. We're still with him. Then goes into us again. It's a very action-packed start here. Dinore, now Honeyman, comes into us again. We take a little touch inside, strike it at Alnwick, and he makes a decent stop, but heavily involved straight away in this number 10 role. And we're going to get it straight back again, but Honeyman doesn't quite manage it. Goes into us now. We're going to play it to the right-hand side, and Leonard, who takes a little touch into Dinore. Now Honeyman. It's all Millwall here. Goes into us. We ask for Leonard to make the run. We play it into Gulbranson. And, of course, what does Gulbranson do best? Lose possession. Comes into us on the right-hand side. We've got Leonard. It's a lovely ball inside the fullback. Now Leonard into Bradshaw. Bradshaw doesn't play it to us. Honeyman. What's Honeyman going to do? He's going to try and get it into Gulbranson. We're just not quite making the most of these opportunities so far. 68 minutes gone. Cardff, though, coming forward. Callum O'Dowda goes into Adams, and it's a good save from Sarkic. One that definitely had to be made. We're on the edge of the box here, so should we break away, we're going to be one of the main ones going forward. Bradshaw tries to get a header on it. It's off the bar. Wallace does particularly well. Then in Ramsey, and then we win it. And now we've got a few Cardff players in front of us. We've tried to go round the outside. That's not the best touch in the world. And Romeo manages to seduce it off us. See, we're even making puns as well. Dinore goes into us. We go into Bradshaw. Bradshaw, can he get it through to us? Gulbranson does get it through to us. We are 1-on-1, and Romeo gets back unbelievably well. I didn't think he was going to catch us there. And Dinore will once again win it. We'll try and take a touch inside, but us and Wintle are having one hell of a battle here at this moment in time. Can we win the ball back between us and Dinore? We do. Goes back into Wallace, now Mitchell. And it's all very action-packed. Leonard tries to play it down the right-hand side. We then go into Bradshaw. Goes back into Dinore. Now Bradshaw can play it into us. We're going to take the strike. And it's palmed away well by Alnwick. We are close. We are knocking on the door. And we do have another corner, which we will take. And this time we're going to put a bit more on it. In towards the middle. It will come back towards us here. We will just stand and ask for this. Although Gulbranson chooses to ignore us and gives the ball away. We win the ball well off Romeo, and Bradshaw goes into us. This time we've got McGuinness to try and get past, and he stops us exceptionally well. Tried a little step over, but August nearly wins it back. It's been all Millwall here, but could Cardff possibly snatch a winner? It's into Callum Robinson. Now O'Dowda, and what a finish that is. And Callum O'Dowda gets possibly the winning goal when it is so undeserved. And Callum O'Dowda, what a finish it was. It is Millwall 0, Cardff City 1. August goes into us. We go into Tom Bradshaw. Tom Bradshaw moving forward. He's took a good touch there. Past Romeo. He's got players in the middle. We're 1. We strike it. And that is the equaliser. And no more than Millwall have deserved. He laid it back to us. Keeper dove past it. And that is an equaliser. And to be fair, I know we're celebrating like we won the game. But we possibly could go on and win the game. We're not going to get a replay. But could we possibly snatch a winner? But could it be Cardff coming forward down the right-hand side? It's Cynic. And it's Harding who does very well. But Ramsey now has it in the middle. It's back to Robinson. Surely not. Oh, my word. Callum O'Dowda scores. And maybe that just shows over celebrating and what we shouldn't have done. We've been really good since we came onto the pitch. And somehow, some way, we lose the game. We get an 8.2 score. But that is such a damaging defeat. So poor. And we need to recover well now. Right then, Norwich at home up next, and we're coming on the 56th minute for Nowrich at right centre mid. So back in his usual position. I'm a bit surprised that the managers chose not to put us on in the cam roll, but straight away we've got some defending to do, and it is Norwich with a corner. It must be said, if you remember a little in an earlier episode, Norwich absolutely thumped us at Carrow Road, so we are aware of that. I think it was Kyo George on the day. Was absolutely outstanding. Ben Whiteman will get the chance to strike this. It's now Nisbet. Bradshaw can't quite win it. Ben Gibson does very, very well. And it's into Sozolis. Now Whiteman. We do manage to win it back, but we're under pressure and play out beautifully. McNamara goes into us. Opportunities for us here. We go into Nisbet. That's a nice ball. Nisbet down the right-hand side. We are on the penalty spot. If he chooses to find us, and he can't quite have the composure, the vision to find us at the moment. It must be said, I feel we're playing well in this Millwall team at the moment. Nisbet couldn't find us, but with just under 30 minutes to go, we could possibly get an equaliser here. Norwich, though, come forward down the left-hand side. He's back into Grant Hanley. Now Sargent. Sargent again goes into Ben Whiteman on the edge of the box, and Cooper will get it. Now Nisbet, Fleming. We're going to ask for it down the right-hand side because we look as though we may be able to get an opportunity down here. We asked for the ball played into us. It's down really close to the touchline, then we give it away. We go into Nisbet. Nisbet back into us down the right-hand side. We're looking at Bradshaw. Can't quite get the pass away. We are not picking the passes so far in this game. Fleming knocks it down to us. We've got Bradshaw in front of us. We are choosing to run it down the left-hand side. Grant Hanley surely shouldn't be able to catch us. We try and cut onto his right foot. And this time, instead of passing, we tried to cut inside and have a shot. And that equally didn't work. We are struggling against this Norwich side as they now come forward. And they come forward with Josh Sargent. Now Kyo George back into Sargent. Defending to do here. Now Wallace to Zolis. It's back into Kyo George. And just like at Carrow Road, Kyo George gets the goal. It's a good finish from the young man. He hits it well, to be fair. It's nice play from Norwich on the edge of our box. He hits it well. Past Harding, past Sarkic. Norwich 2, Millwall 0. McNamara goes into us. We go straight into George Honeyman. And it's a lovely ball through to Nisbet. He can't quite get a shot off. He just falls down looking for a penalty. Not good attacking play at all. Sargent, come forward again. Harding does well. Goes into Honeyman, now into us. We've got space to run down the right-hand side. We've got Gibson coming across. We've still got it. We're looking for options. We can see someone at the back stick. We cross it in, and Grant Hanley does well. It's then Fleming who tries to get it, but Sara manages to head it clear. 85 minutes gone. This game looks like it's gone. Kyo George coming forward for Norwich again. Down the right-hand side to McCallum. McCallum goes back into Zolis. We've got work to do here defensively again into Ben Whiteman. It's a good tackle by us. That gets us onto a 5.9. We've been so good today. We are now running forward again down the right-hand side. We're trying to just maintain possession. We knock a little ball through towards Nisbet. He can't quite get there. And as we tick up towards 90 minutes, I think that may be all she wrote as Kyo George. We're going with a little niggle on him there. But every time Kyo George has played against us, he has scored goals. I tell you something, if you're doing a career mode, he might be a player to look at, but we do get a tackle in to finish. It's Millwall 0, Norwich 2. Oh dear, oh dear. Right then, Barron, run of form. Hopefully we can end it here. We're coming on at 0-0 for Fleming in the cam roll again. They've missed a penalty, Preston, so far today. Last time we came on in the number 10, we looked very potent. We looked very creative. It's a different position for us, which we don't mind playing. But yeah, 56 minutes gone here, 0-0 at Deepdale. I would fancy us to get some points here. McNamara goes into us, but he actually goes into Nisbet. We go back down the right-hand side to McNamara. We are inside him. We can see Nisbet. It's a nice little knock round the corner. Nisbet can go back to us, does go back to us. We feel we're fouled on the edge of the box, but the Preston player apparently deemed to have won it cleanly. But decent opportunity for us there. Dinore, we win it back in midfield. We then go into Nisbet. It's a nice turn from Nisbet. Now McNamara tries to knock it round. It's a good footing from Robbie Brady, using all his experience there. Dinore will go into Honeyman. Honeyman plays a dink ball back to the right-hand side. Now Wallace. Dinore again. We're struggling to find a little bit of space in this number 10 role. Honeyman goes into us. We do manage to hold it up well. We are looking for options. An option there is Gulbranson. And as we know, when we give the ball to Gulbranson, it's very rare that we manage to maintain possession. As Story clears it downfield, but Cooper wins it back. Potts again down the left-hand side, but we win it well off Ledson. Now, this is a good opportunity. Can we play the 1-2? Gulbranson gives it us back, and we can look to move forward. The centre-half doesn't look like he's got the pace to stick with us. We strike it. Oh, and we finish it well. It's Preston 0, Millwall 1. And that was a finish from what was in a number 10. We finished quite well. Look at that little kid in the stand, head in hands. But my word, that was some finish. Let's have a look at this. We burst away, played the 1-2 as soon as we won it back, and then we hit it well. And to be fair, that is a great finish into the top right-hand corner. That's how you do it. Ledson goes into Ngomu. We're back defending. We do not want to concede this lead, and Zach Bryan does very, very well. And Gulbranson could possibly, if he'd had held on for a moment, looked at us, and he's just not good enough, is he? He's just not quite good enough. And now Preston will come forward down our right-hand side. Wallace has got to make sure he doesn't foul him here, as Magic into Brady. And that's a good footing that by Dinore. Now McNamara can go into us. We've told Nisbet to get a shift on, because as soon as this Preston player comes towards us, we're going to ping it into him, which we do. Nisbet into Gulbranson, now back into us. We take a touch, it's into Nisbet. Can he shoot? He can. Oh, and maybe we could have asked for that back. But we look so dangerous. We have now got a corner that we can take, which we will. It's going to go in towards that near post, headed away well by the Preston defender. We will take another one. This time it's going to be a bit more floated into the middle. We play it into Harding, and it's into the stands. 9 minutes to go, still 1-0. Brady down the right-hand side, defending to do here. Wallace heads it away well. We've been shifted back in to the right centre mid-roll, so not playing in that number 10 anymore. We play a little bit deeper now, just trying to hold on to this lead. Back in the side, of course, at the side of Dinore, but Gulbranson has the chance to move forward here. Now Nisbet, Bryan down the left-hand side, goes into Nisbet. There's an option for us on the edge. We're in a lovely pocket of space here on the edge of the box. If this was to come back to us, we'd have been all over it. But I would assume that I thought we'd be taking the corner, but it's whipped in towards Jake Cooper, headed away well, and Preston will just about clear. Preston coming forward, and Ngomu down the left-hand side. Defending to do here. They've got players in the box. We've got us in the box as well. Cooper heads it away well. Bryan can't quite get there. We have to go in for the tackle, and we win it exceptionally well. And now we will look to burst. Dinore plays it into Nisbet, now into Gulbranson. Give us the ball, Gulbranson. He certainly does. Once again, we are in on goal. We're going to take a touch to his right-hand side, and he manages to get back. But that should be that. 92 minutes on the clock, and we get the win. Scoring the winner, coming on from the bench. Can we get back in the starting 11 for the Wolves game? I would hope so. So just before we start this final game, we have dropped out of the playoff positions. We are in P7 now, 51 points, and we are playing Wolves, runaway leaders. They are leading the league by 15 points at this moment in time, but they are coming to the den. We're in a little bit of form. We have trained to try and get back in the starting lineup, but we can't. We are coming on at right centre mid for Dinore at 1-0 down. This could be a very, very tough task, but we've been in decent form individually so far. Let's hope we can get an equaliser, maybe even a winner. Wolves coming forward though straight away. Cunha on the edge of the box. My word, he's got some pace. It's into Sarabia. Now Nelson Semedo down the left-hand side. You're starting to see why this Wolves team are probably 15 points clear at the top of the championship at this moment because they have got some very, very good professionals in this side. On the edge of the box, nobody seems to want to tackle him, so we will do that job. And then play it forward into Fleming. Comes to us, right-hand side. We play it down the right-hand side to McNamara. We are bursting to try and get there in support. McNamara plays it into us. We play it back down the right, and that was the wrong pass, it must be said, as Kilman now will look to bring it away. We are pressing the Wolves man. Can we possibly pinch it off him in the corner here? Johnny plays it back to his keeper. They've just got that bit of class. Wolves do have a free kick. 66 minutes gone. They do look like they are going to take it short, and they strike it. It goes into Brian, and we look to move it forward straight away into Honeyman. Now Nisbet, can we break? Oh, Gulbranson, you missed your opportunity there, pal, and then you go back. Possibly not where we wanted that to go, but that is a lovely ball down the right-hand side to McNamara. There is options left and right here. We're one of them. We take a touch. We can see the pass. Oh, and Gulbranson, all he has to do is tap that past the keeper, and that is the equaliser. We then go in for a tackle, and it's a bad tackle at that, and we are going to pick up a booking, possibly due to the frustration of not finishing that. But my word, we carved Wolves open there. Corner to defend. Wolves whip it in near post. We're there. We head it away well. And then Honeyman as well. We're going to have to jump for this as well. And we head it upfield. Good defensive work from us, it must be said. But Wolves will come again. They are a very, very good side, this Wolves side. Possibly only second to Chelsea in what we've played so far this season. But Wallace has done very well there. As has Zian Fleming. We're looking left and right. We're going towards Gulbranson. Who does retain possession. Goes into Wallace now. We'll take that under pressure. They are very good at pressuring on the ball as well as Jake Cooper goes into us. We play it then into Brian. We've been integral in this move so far. Gulbranson, will he look to chop back? He certainly will. Fleming, we asked for it on the edge of the box. Can we get a strike away? We can, but it's just wide of the right-hand post. Disappointment there for our player, but we are carving out the odd opportunity. 10 minutes to go. We're going to Nisbet. Nisbet down the right-hand side. That is a lovely ball to Honeyman. Honeyman tries to come back into us. We didn't ask for that. I quite liked him to have gone for the strike there. But it now goes into Lamina down there right-hand side, and Wolves will bring it away. Bellegarde coming forward down the left-hand side, defending to do once again for this Millwall side. Bellegarde looks like he's happy to maintain possession. Now Semedo into Guedes. Guedes into Cunha. It's a good block. Now can we possibly break? We will look to do so. We tried to go into Honeyman. We lose possession on the edge of the box. Kundal might fancy this shot. He doesn't. Takes his time. It's into Bellegarde. And it's 2-0. We have to take some responsibility for that. But Wolverhampton Wanderers showing all their class and probably why they are top of the league. Goes down the left-hand side to us. We take a nice touch inside. There's a pass. And we can't quite make it work. And that is going to be all she wrote. It's not ideal. There's no disgrace in losing 2-0 to this Wolves side. But let's have a look at the league table. We may have even dropped out of the playoffs. And we do. We finish it in 7th in the league. Just 2 points behind Luton Town. But the gap to Sunderland in P5 is growing, it must be said. Wolves on 80 points now. Still 15 points clear of second place Burnley, who are 3 points clear of Norwich. Just to bring you up to date on the agent situation, Lazio are still the club that's looking at the most likely at this moment in time. We've achieved all the objectives so far. Monza, weirdly, we can't go to. Lyon, we're going to need a few more shots on target, possibly something we can look at. And West Ham, we haven't got the sliding tackles to go to West Ham. Just to have a little recap on what's happened in this episode then. We did lose to Cardff, we lost to Norwich, we beat Preston, and we have lost to Wolves. We have got back in the starting lineup, and we will start against Middlesbrough away in the next game. In the next episode, sorry, at the start of next week. And then Coventry, Swansea and Hull, all to come in March in the Championship. I hope you've enjoyed that one. Please do like and subscribe. And I shall see you on the next one. Ta-ra!